workers that were down there, it was like, damn, did you see that many holes in the wall? So you got to watch your neighbors. Just like they have came in here, the maintenance people came in, took up the carpet, rip out the wood, and probably put a microphone down there as well. But you know what? That don't bother Point Black. Because Point Black said, put it there. Because you're going to get this motherfucking smoke anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I don't care what you spy on. You're crooked before you took it. And the demon Democrats have been driving this garbage along with crooked ass Republicans as well. You know what I mean? Doing bullshit. You know what I mean? And think that nobody know the little trickery back and forth, good guy, bad guy, cop shit. You know what I'm saying? But we on to that boat. You know what I'm saying? Now my people are 10 times more brighter than you think they ever was. Probably even brighter than you. Now we're looking at the garbage on the retraction of a lot of these politicians and the game that they play. Now that COVID-19 seems to be an endemic or a floating groove that keeps reoccurring back and forth. And they keep on saying there is a rise. How did you expect it not to be a rise, my people, if you have any sense at all? And I'm not going to keep having to explain none of that, because the garbage they do in New York State, when you voice your opinion on anything based on the garbage trickery they do, because New York is a demon Democratic state. So based on any ideology, based on your opinion on social media, they're going to fucking block it, tap your phone, do all kinds of garbage. As I see in my camera, when I move on this side, it look like I'm moving in the matrix. Yeah, because I don't give a shit. But anyway, we see that garbage. So now they want to retract and try to clear everything that they did wrong and start to straighten it up so they could win the election come 2024. You know what I'm saying? But we still got to be on the grizzly. You know what I'm saying? Black people has got to stop being so stupid for these people, and also a ball sucker for these people. You know what I'm saying? Because you following Luciferian garbage anyway. You know what I'm saying? Same goes for people who go to Sunday to church and stuff. Sorry to tell you, you're following Satan. You know what I'm saying? But it's disguised as something great, as greatness. You know what I'm saying? You figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Now we're looking at the Biden American Rescue Plan worsens inflation. The question is how much? Yeah, he worsened the inflation because look at the garbage they did from the very beginning of this pandemic to all the way to now. You know what I'm saying? All of this is massive confusion to confuse you to look at them so they get away from looking as nasty and dirty and filthy as they possibly is, as we know. Because a lot of the garbage, even Hillary Clinton, prune-faced looking garbage ass looking individual, is up there trying to look pretty in social media. But she still look like the Luciferian blood-sucking killer that she is. And ain't nobody bending from that. It don't matter what video or community on social media that is violated based on what I'm saying when it comes to her or any one of the demon Democrats that now had been given secret indictments and so on. I ain't got no love for you. You need to get out of government and beat it and keep going. You know what I'm saying? We don't need your type. You know what I'm saying? Was it a minor contributor or a major factor in the U.S. inflation? It was a major factor because the garbage they did. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why Anthony Fauci, the killing weasel, is still there. You know what I'm saying? He done killed billions and millions of people. You know what I'm saying? And sitting up there talking about some garbage. But if you, what he said, what a garbage statement he said, if you are mad at science or talking conspiracy or all this different stuff against science, you know what I'm saying, you are talking against me, you know, the weeds, you know what I'm saying? He's saying you talking against him. How the hell you talking against him? Because you ain't no goddamn science to begin with. You garbage. You trash. And that's a fact. You can block it all you want, but that's going to be in the minds of the people forever about you. Now they know, going all the way back to Nixon and all the way back to when you went into that laboratory, and then talking about when you got that position, you don't want to leave your study in that laboratory because your work is too important to your garbage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What Joe Biden legislation agenda, stalled in Congress, the American Rescue Plan, the 1.9 trillion stimulus bill Democratic passed, you know what I'm saying? Passed on that joint, you know what I'm saying? But passed in March 2021 may stand as the biggest achievement. What achievement? What achievement? You stealing money. You a criminal. You and Antifa Watch the Weasel and come out and all the rest of y'all. You stealing the people's money. And you've been doing it for years. Don't give me that bullshit. But it contributed to the country's current inflation mess. Yes, it did. You know what I'm saying? The massive spending law, which included $1,400 checks for each person in a family. I didn't get mine. I didn't get my check straight in the mail because you garbage. That's why. You know what I'm saying? And and that's a bullshit payout. You know what I mean? For what you and Anthony Weasel have done for the last 40, 50, 60 years in this country. You know what I'm saying? Billions across the planet suffered from his garbage. And I don't care what you say. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna go into detail, but you know what I mean. You better do research. In each person in the family, you know what I'm saying, generous expansion to unemployment insurance and child tax credit benefits, and hundreds of billions in aids to states and local government was intended to help people in need and stimulate the economic demands, and it did not to me. It's a lie because nothing changed except the garbage that you did, demon Democrat. Don't give me that bullshit. And the rest of your crooked ass Republicans who up in there need to get the hell out of the Republican Party, and the Republican Party needs to be occupied by black people. You know what I'm saying? And an offset party of a black coalition of people who are there in a political party to be able to police the government from here on out, and the medical field as well. Same economics, economists, you know what I'm saying, argued, though, that all this came at the cost of, you know what I'm saying, making inflation worse. Yes, it did. New consumer prices index numbers, because that's what they wanted to do. That's what they wanted to do. Even when you look at the whole situation, you know what I'm saying, that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to destroy literally our country as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And people's got to start realizing that. You know what I mean? They wanted to destroy the country as a whole. You know? So we're not even going to go into none of that garbage because we know what they did, and this is just another extension of the destruction that they're inflicting on the United States based on demon democratic rule. You know what I'm saying? That been going on for too long. You know what I'm saying? Doing garbage. Millions have died and suffered by the hands of these crooks and these allegorical so-called swines. You know what I mean? Hannibal, if I is speaking it back and said he used his name in that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But we see what went on in his little flotation. You know what I'm saying? The second problem is inflation remains. It remains. It remains. And that's the point. And that's the point.